Robbo, KUDOS QA. And obviously...
Well, it's Naomi, but Aka Nibs from KUDOS QA. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Donny. Yeah, we love Donny actually. I never thought I'd actually be up and living in the north, coming from the south and living in Yorkshire. But I think for us, the main reason why we came up here was opportunity for people, not just young people, but people of all ages from 16 to 50, to get into an industry, that they're passionate about. And I think that was really important for us. Same as our investors. We've got 4 investors behind us. There's 2 main ones that, bi-weekly we meet, and the other 2 are silent. But our goals are like opportunity for people. And again, yeah, we get a lot of young people from our industry, obviously, because it is gaming. But there is a range, and there's a diverse amount of different people with different. We call them abilities, not disabilities. With Asperger's or autism, dyslexia, anxiety, social anxiety. Oh my God, the list goes on. Yeah. So for us, it's about putting on those people because they do have a hidden talent. And actually, our office is quite well. We have a lot of people with those abilities, right?
Yeah. Well, they have abilities that you don't have, or I don't have, or you guys don't have.
Yeah.
So like you say, you were talking about diversity in Doncaster. So we feel that we bring that at KUDOS, and everyone just gets on with a job.
It's not
our ethos is work hard, play hard,
Yeah.
and treat people as you wish to be treated yourself.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that when they come on board. And I think those of you that have obviously visited KUDOS, you'll see it's testament to those key values, I think.
Yeah, it's not a normal office.
It's definitely not a
normal office. Well, you know that.
Yeah.
Who's been there, again, like Nib says, it's not normal. We make it nice and relaxed, let people have freedom. Yeah. That's how we get the best out of people. But actually, everyone that we actually take on board, we might have taken on about 170 people.
It's more than that now. It's nearly 190.
Is that what it was?
The count is now,
So maybe 190 people that we've touched on in Donny. That we've got into an industry that they're passionate about, because the games industry is one of the most difficult industries to get into. If you put films and music together, the game industry outsells films and music as an entertainment sector, so it is that big. So whereas in the early 90s, when I got into it, it was quite easy. Whereas like now, it's so the quality's gone up so high, and everyone wants to do it. It's really difficult to get into. So that's where we're really good at, because whether you're academic or not, whether you've gone to university or college, or whether you've done this before or not, we will look at anyone or anybody, because if you applied in our industry with CVs, you wouldn't actually get a look in. You'd just end up on this no pile. But that's where the talent sits. That's what we pick up on. And we've set up academies before, to teach people how to do this professionally. Again, we've working with the Harrison College, setting up helping with a QA course there for games testing. But even like KUDOS, what it means, I think that's important. We always say that's our question always to everybody, like the name of your business, like why is it called that? Because that's what we always feel that's really important.
It is.
Like KUDOS, obviously it's KUDOS QA, but it stands like.
Well, yeah, but there is more of a story to it, which is what we're going to call our business, QA. Okay, what's this going to do? And actually, it was born out of a trip to Doncaster from King's Cross. Yeah. This gentleman here, Robbo, was asleep on the train, and all of a sudden I went, I've got it. He was like, whoa, you've woken me up. But I go, I've got it, KUDOS, because it's, it is the pinnacle. It's been prestigious and been the best at what you can be. So then it flowed off the tongue. KUDOS QA was born. Yeah. And then, like Andy said, that there's the name, but then there's more behind that name. And for us, it was important to convey that. So the K in KUDOS stands for knowledge. The U stands for being unique, because we feel that we are unique, obviously. D is diverse in lots of different ways. The O is the resonating part of us, which is opportunity, which is why we came to the north and built KUDOS. And the S is skill. So combined, it provides, well, we say the best in QA.
Yeah,
it's important that we have more to us.
We set this up at the most difficult time as well, 2019, and then come January, Feb, that's when the pandemic hit. And even our investors went, we're going to shut this down. We're like, what? You can't do this. And we were working, so we built KUDOS from our kitchen down south working 24 hours, because what else were we going to do? So actually it was the perfect time, the pandemic, because it allowed us to put loads of hours and do all the marketing and everything to obviously get this up and running. So the pandemic actually opened a lot of doors for us as a business too. So rather than these big vendors that you can't, it's really hard to get in with, big publishers. They were all shutting down around the world, and we were like, wow, we still ran KUDOS, the HQ. We kept it open during the pandemic. We didn't shut it.